to doing it, it was kind of like already here, and I was recording with him. So that's. Let me get me so I can see where. I've just uploaded another album to Dropbox that I think you
awesome.
Like.
Well, I'm ready to hear that. I'm ready to hear that Faceless Dolls. You want to get into this interview?
Do you know what? I'm psyched to hear it. I really am. So I think we should definitely get into it.
Because we are right at 60 minutes, and this is going to be one hell of a long podcast, but it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome.
It is.
So I don't really have anything else, and this is about to end on me. Is that all you have?
That is pretty much all I have. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because that's all we've got time for, and we're going to jump straight into this interview. So this has been, what, episode 7?
7? Are you kidding me?
Is it 7 already? Is it 7?
No.
6 or 7. 6 or 7. No, it was
is
7.
It 7? Holy crap.
I think it's 7 already.
Wow.
So, this has been episode 7. You know the usual places you can get us. Head to our website, zombielifepodcast.wordpress.com, and you get all the information you need there. But until then, we're going to leave you with this song. This is from the Faceless Dolls. This is another one of their songs called Scissor, Paper, Stone. So I hope you enjoy, and straight after that, we're going to jump straight into the interview with the HOUSTON Paranormal team. So until then, until next time, kill 'em all.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is. I hope that you're happy, and I hope that you're sitting still, because this is going to be awesome. This is Eddie Rotten with the Zombie Life Podcast. I'm about to jump right into this interview with Scott from the HOUSTON Paranormal Research Team. This is something that I kind of been looking forward to my whole life. I've kind of dabbled in it. I've always wanted to see, what is on the other side, and if anything. I have my own personal beliefs and views about it, but I'm really excited to talk to Scott about this HOUSTON Paranormal Research Team, because they've had huge success, and they've done their own investigations. I think they've logged in over 100 investigations just in the Houston area alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him up right now and go from there. We're going to be speaking with Scott from the HOUSTON Paranormal Research Team. Hello?
Eddie.
Hey, there you are. I had a hard time getting a hold of you. I think there's something wrong with my phone or something, but I just now tried to call you, and it just hung up for some weird reason.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either, and I even went out today and got a brand new iPhone because my Droid would it would freeze up and stuff, and I didn't want to mess up for the, I wanted to get a new phone anyways, but I didn't want to mess up the interview, so I just got this phone. I don't know, maybe I just checked my ringtone, it's on, but I was getting your call, but it wasn't ringing, and I'm trying to figure out what was going on, that's why I was calling you back.
So you put down an Android phone to get an Apple?
Yeah.
What, you got the 4?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's a nice phone, man.
I like it. I just got it, brother, like 4 hours ago about, man, so I'm like brand new at it.
Whoa.
So I'm like, God, I hope Eddie doesn't kick my ass because I'm missing these calls. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, tell me this. Is it the Apple phone that is like a prepaid, like from Boost or Virgin Mobile, or is it through AT&T or something?
It's through Verizon.
Nice. Well,
yeah,
dude, it's supposed to be a bulletproof phone, and it's supposed to have really good reception and range. And so, I've thought about doing that a lot myself, but man, I've been with T-Mobile for so long. I think I would get in trouble because my whole family is with T-Mobile, and so I have a really cheap plan, you know. So, but I'm glad you're happy with it. What kind of phone did you have? You had a Droid?
I had a Droid Vortex. It was one of the lower end models, and it worked fine for a while, but just this past month, man, I don't know what was going on with it, and it would just freeze up, drop calls, and the thing would freeze up on the internet, and and today I was like, well, today's the best day to go get the new phone that I've been waiting to get for a couple weeks now. I'm like, Eddie, I'm going to be talking to you tonight. I'm like, man, might as well do it. So I just did it.
Right. Well, I'm glad you did
you're
it.
the first person to call me, so I'm not sure if my ringer's on or whatever, because nobody's even called me today.
Oh, man.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the phone.
Yeah, you get an Apple phone, all of a sudden you're not as popular as you thought you were. You're like, damn it.
I definitely don't know technology as well as I thought I did.
Well, if T-Mobile would support an Apple phone, then I would definitely have one. I have Apple computers through my whole house, and I would like to have an Apple phone too, because they just seem to be a bulletproof product. I have Google devices, so like that. I had the first G1 phone, and then now I have a Nexus 1. And I really haven't found a reason to get out of it because there's a whole bunch of new phones that come out, but they're just now catching up to what the Nexus 1 has been able to do for 2 years. And so, I looked at this.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Nexus,
Yeah, the Nexus is a nice phone. I think that they're going to have another Nexus come out at the end of the year, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So,
it's cell phones, man.
Yeah. Yep. I have the biggest envy problem, and it's for myself and for my own technology, my own devices that I have. I'll get something, like I just recently got the Samsung Tab 2, and as soon as I got it, I opened it up, and I'm playing with it, I'm in love with it, and it's just, everything is awesome. And then I'm like, man, I wonder if I should have got something else, But it's too late at that point. I'm leaving. I'm leaving Best Buy, and I'm totally happy. But then I get home and I turn it on. I'm playing with it. And I'm still happy. And then I see a commercial for the Nexus tablet, 7-inch tablet. I'm like, dang, man, maybe I should have got that. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot of choices when it comes to electronics these days, man.
Yeah, and what's weird is I know that you might not be as well versed as you want to be with phones. But who is? But as far as I was looking through your website, HOUSTON PARANORMAL RESEARch TEAM.com. That's how you find it, right?
.org. Yeah, .org.
.org. Okay.
Well, it's HPRT. The first initial of each word. HPRT.org is what it is.
Okay. I guess there's a couple different ways because I put one of them in and it brought me to a homepage that had some really awesome music put together, and then it's like HOUSTON Paranormal Research Team, and then it kind of goes through this really cool chunky music.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's really good. And then you can find it the other way, which is the .org.
The HPRT.org is that's the one I always tell everybody.
Okay, that's easy to remember. HPRT.org. And we were
HPRT.org. It kind of rhymes. Yeah.
So we were talking about technology. I had a little flip through of your website, HPRT.org, and you guys use some technology that when you go out to do paranormal investigations, you don't just go out with a crystal talisman. You go out with some gear. Is that right?
Well, Eddie, we'll go out with whatever we got. I mean, if it takes the crystals, if it takes dowsing rods, if it takes pendulum, if it takes EMF, we'll bring anything we got, because not everything always works.
Right.
So you got to change it up, and sometimes some methods don't work, so you got to go with the old school. Sometimes you go with the new school. It just depends.
Okay, I'm already getting freaked out, man. Dude, I've been looking forward to this interview since I was probably 12 years old, because I've had some things happen to me that are just straight up unbelievable, and I've talked to them about 2 or 3 different people about some of the things that have happened to me, and they're like, dude, either get out more or try watching less horror movies or whatever. But I've had some things happen to me. Before we get all the way into it, I wanted you to say who you are, how you found, how you started HPRT, and what got you interested into it in the first place. Right.
Well, it's kind of like a lot of people in the paranormal field and hobby, or whatever you want to call it. Some people take it more seriously than others, but it all started like a lot of people, where when I was a kid, I living in my folks' house in Houston, Texas. Always thought there was something there. I wasn't really into, scary movies much. Of course, I watched Friday the 13th and stuff like that. Everybody did, but I wasn't hardcore into that kind of stuff. But there always seemed to be something in the house, Eddie. It was like you could feel it. You felt like you were being watched.
Right.
And a lot of times you attribute it to just kind of, I'm crazy, or it's just my mind playing tricks on me, or whatever. And so then growing up, and that went back as far as when I was maybe 8 years old. And then, we'd be little kids and run downstairs from the ghost or whatever,
Right.
And then as time went on, I got my teens and everything in high school and all that. And then it was almost like a scary movie scenario, Eddie. It's so funny the way it happened is that the folks, I think I was 17, and the folks went out of town. You know how that goes when you're in high school. Folks going out of town,
I
you know what
do.
that means. Time to party, you're right. And you got the pool in the backyard and all that. So, the whole story goes is that they go out of town on Monday, and then they come back on a Friday. Don't do anything crazy. Yeah, sure, Mom. Okay. So, of course, we have, I had about 10 people over. It was Monday night, and, it was me, and it's just some girls and some guys, and I think everybody got, back in high school, got a 12-pack of beer, I think between like 10 of us or something. It was ridiculous. But anyways, we have our little fun and swim in the pool, and it all starts with, before everybody got there, at 9 o'clock at night, I had called some friends up, and be here around 9, 9:30, 10, okay, we'll be there, whatever. So I'm waiting with a friend named Ryan, and we're waiting on everybody to get there, and there's a bang at the door, like somebody punched it with a closed fist real hard. Okay, so, they must be here. We go outside, open the door, nobody's there.
Okay.
Well, we go looking around, maybe they park down the street, they're going to jump out of the bushes on us or whatever. And nobody was there. There was nobody on the street, or no cars, no nothing. That's kind of weird. All right, whatever. We're not thinking ghost or whatever, because the ghost wasn't prevalent back then. So close the door, whatever. Wait around. Sure enough, everybody shows up. We have fun. We swim. We drink the 12-pack of beer like kids do, and we put it so Mom and Dad wouldn't catch us. We put all the empty cans back in the 12-pack box and put it on the kitchen table. Well, the girlfriend ends up staying that night, and we go swimming again after everybody leaves in the pool. Well, we got the back door open, and the kitchen is right outside, right inside the back door. We're swimming, everything's fine, having fun, and then we hear the cans in the beer box fall down, crash, right?
Jeez.
Kind of looked at each other. Yeah, kind of like, what the hell is that? Well, we had a cat, so okay, it's probably the cat. Jumped up on the table, knocked the cans down. Okay, whatever. So, we go back to swimming. Well, we come back in the house after about 30, 40 minutes of swimming and not thinking anything really, and then come back in, and the cans are everywhere, Ed.